What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the stream today. I know that it has been quite a while since we've done a stream or, rotation of streams, I guess you could say, in a long time. So first of all, I want to get you guys all caught up on kind of what's been going on here in my life, because obviously that pertains to the channel, and I've always been upfront about everything that goes into what I do here, because I've always felt like you all are a part of the community and a part of the family. So obviously, okay, first things first is money has been super tight as of late, which is why I've been door dashing a lot more and spending less time on the channel. YouTube during the months of, I want to say, March through August, don't really come out with a lot of big time games, or should I say games that that I want to cover on the channel. Obviously, like games like Diablo 4 came out, which is a huge game, but it's not a game that you would normally see on this channel because I'm not really that into dungeon crawlers. So I don't want to play games that that I don't really care too much about, even if they might make a lot of money or something like that. I don't want to play games just to make money. I want to play games because I enjoy the content and I enjoy gaming and being a gamer. So I want to play what obviously I am going to enjoy playing. I don't want to play and put out a product that just doesn't feel right or doesn't feel good or something similar to that. So essentially, I've been busting my ass just trying to dash as much as humanly possible just to be able to come back even, and we're just barely breaking even right now, I would say. It's been really tough, but I'm driving a good 30 hours a week, 30 to 40 hours just doing DoorDash, and that takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of time away from obviously what I love to do, which is this. But until the foreseeable future, until new games can come out and we can get more views and stuff, hopefully it can pick back up in September when all of the big games are going to start to come out. That's when we can get back in, to the normalcy of hopefully streaming for the rest of the year and doing videos and stuff. As you can see, I've been doing a lot more straight up videos. Over the past few months, we've finished a lot of games that I've set out to do. Assassin's Creed 3, we did that entire walkthrough. We did Max Payne 2, there's Sleeping Dogs. There's been a bunch of stuff that we've been able to accomplish. So I'm really proud of that because, one of my main goals this year is to get on track, and finish some things that I start. And obviously there's other games that I want to finish that we have ongoing and stuff like that. And those are going to be coming out over the next, months and stuff as I continue to try to get more and more content. So right now on the channel, as far as walkthroughs going on, we've got Grand Theft Auto, which we just started. Obviously it's not getting a lot of views, but I don't care about that. I've always wanted to do it. And if people watch, that's great. I'm doing it for me because I've always wanted to be able to say that I was able to complete gold, medal walkthrough, or, just be able to complete the game, with a gold on every mission. That's tough to do, especially with Rockstar games. So I'm really looking forward to finishing that up. And then, Rainbow Six, of course. So, Vegas 2, I'll have another mission hopefully sometime tonight. If not, it'll be tomorrow because those missions are very tough to do. And there's a lot of studying and learning the maps and stuff like that I have to do when I get a video out. And I only have a certain amount of days to actually record and get videos out. So because I'm door dashing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'm trying to work on videos Tuesday and Thursday, but obviously life comes in sometimes. And Saturdays and Sundays are going to be spent for streaming like this here, and then finishing up on videos. And then I repeat the process over again. That's going to be like what it is for the foreseeable future. So I'm hoping that content wise, you're not going to see a big dip as far as me putting out videos and stuff like that. However, I might not stream as much as maybe you're used to, just because I just don't have the time, because I got to be supporting the family. And unfortunately, streams are great. Obviously, they get people involved, and some people donate, some people become members and things like that we can continue. But I have to do what's best for my family, and I have to continue to try to make ends meet. So that's what we're doing there. We've got a birthday stream coming up where we're going to be playing a bunch of random games that you all are going to pick. So make sure that you're here on Monday. That stream is going to be roughly about 8 hours long, give or take. It could be a little shorter. Probably won't be any longer, but because I do want to spend a little time with my wife and my little girl on my birthday. But this is a big birthday. Okay. because it's my 40. All right. Center Strain 01 is turning 40. And this is a huge thing for me. I remember when I was 30, I just got back from Afghanistan. And I was like, oh my God, life is over. I'm turning 30. Oh my, where did my 20s go? I wasted it, you know, all that kind of stuff. And here I am turning 40. I don't feel as bad turning 40 because I'm going to feel the same as I do at 39 right now. But it represents a cross in my life where, you know, my young days are getting further behind me. And we got to start moving towards the future. So I'm really going to hope that my 40s are going to be a great decade. I want to get back in good shape. I got good news from my health the other day as I went and did my wellness check. Thank you so much for the 16th month, Shannon. Hello, Strain. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I hope you're having a good Saturday as well. I don't have my alerts on, so let me actually do that. Sorry, I've been recording and not streaming, so therefore I really haven't had all my alerts set up like I normally do. Let me see that they're working. There we go. So yours should hopefully... Well, it probably won't come in because it's just a one, but we'll see. But anyways, so, you know, I'm wanting my 40s to be the best decade of my life so far. And I just want to make sure that I can do everything possible to make that happen. So you're going to see a lot more things different on this channel than you have in the past. You're going to see games that I start. They're going to be finished. Okay. If I start a game, and I want you guys to hold this to me. All right. If I start a game, like, and I'm not talking like how we've kind of stopped doing Final Fantasy on that Let's Play there, because that game, I asked you all if that was okay, and you said it was okay. Because listen, Final Fantasy 16 is a great game, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. The only problem is it's so repetitive, and the boss fights are just big spectacles, which are great, but they get annoying after a while, and all the mundane in between the boss fights are just, ugh. So I'm not a big fan of that. You know, I have my attention span isn't that good. And unfortunately, Final Fantasy 16, while it being an okay game, if it was about half the length, I would have probably been my favorite game this year so far. But however, because of how spread out it is and how I didn't like the formula that they were trying to go for, it just didn't sit with me. So, you know, and that's why I asked. But when we do our walkthroughs, when we start them, we are going to finish them. That is going to be one of my main goals going forward on this channel. And I know that I say that every year, but I've actually put the pedal to the metal this time, and you've seen it done with some of the walkthroughs that we've been doing. So Grand Theft Auto is going to be going on for probably a long time because there's over 69 missions in the game, and it takes a while to get gold. And I'm going to try to put 2 or 3 missions in each video, so that way the videos can be longer than just 8 minutes. But, yeah, so we've got that going on. And then, of course, Rainbow Six only has about 6 missions in it, and I've already done 2. So, you know, we could probably have that done, hopefully, by the end of next week, I think, if I can have a little time to record and get it done. So there's the plan there. And then I don't know what we're going to do after that. I'll ask all of you. I'll probably put a poll out to see which next game you guys would like to see. As far as streams going on, towards the end of the month, we're going to be streaming the new Telltale Games The Expanse. This is a game I've actually been looking forward to. I've always wanted to get into The Expanse, but I've never had the time to sit back and try. So this is going to be our our entry into the Expanse world. But I'm really looking forward to this because it's going to be like a space game made with Telltale's style, which I think is going to be really, really cool. So that we are going to be streaming. So as soon as that comes out, you guys can expect a stream on that pretty much every day until we finish it. I think there's like 5 episodes and 1 bonus episode. And as far as what else, there's a stealth game that is a multiplayer only spies versus mercs kind of thing called Spectre. And we're going to be streaming that, of course. Hopefully you guys will tune out for that, or tune in for that one, because that's obviously right at the channel, Spies versus Mercs, and maybe this will be a good opportunity to play with some members and stuff that are going to get it. Obviously, I'm probably going to play the PC version. I think there's only a PC version. I'm not sure if it's even on consoles, but we're going to give that one a shot. And September is when all of the big games are going to start to come out, right? So obviously Starfield, we're going to be streaming that constantly. And that comes out at the end of August, the last day of August or something like that. And there's just so many games coming out at the end of this year. So it is going to be packed, jam-packed with games, and I'm going to try to do my best to get to them all. Hopefully the channel will pick up by then, and we'll be able to get back into the spirit of things. But today's stream, I know it's been a while since I've got to it, and I'll answer all your questions here in a minute. Today's stream, we're going to be doing just some classic retro stuff. And when I say retro, I mean we're going to go back all the way to, maybe we'll try some Atari stuff, and all the way even to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360 stuff. I mean, all that stuff is now considered in the classic era, which is so weird to think about. I guess it's because I'm so old that it's so hard for me to consider an Xbox 360 game classic. But so what I did was I took from my old computer my hard drive that had all of my retro games on it, and I moved it to my new PC. So everything is not completely 100% set up. There might be a few kinks that we have to mess with here and there. Maybe a game won't work because I haven't properly set some stuff up. But we're going to go in here. We're going to play a few different things. If you guys got any recommendations on anything that would be considered a game of yesteryear, let me know in the comments. But other than that, we're just going to move around to some different games. That's what Retro Saturday is all about. I want to bring this back. I'd love to do this every Saturday if I can find the time to do it. As long as I stick to my schedule with DoorDash, then I don't have to do any dashing on the weekend. Then I can stick to this. But if it ends up being to where we're losing even more money on YouTube and I have to DoorDash even more, then that could cause a problem too. So, but we'll see. But for right now, I would love to do a Retro Saturday stream pretty much every Saturday. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's start out with something here. Let me get to some of the questions that you guys have asked, because I've seen some questions that I obviously haven't been able. So does this launcher have Urban Chaos? I don't have Urban Chaos, I don't believe. This is a curated list that I myself have curated over time. And I have all these games on actual discs and stuff like that, except for the Nintendo games, which you can't really get anymore because they cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But most of the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 games, I all still have, those consoles and stuff like that, but I have them in emulator form as well. What is this? When does this Spies vs. Mercs come out? It actually comes out here, I think, next week or something like that. Next week or the week after. It's like around the 23rd or 4th or something around in there. San Andreas is 20 years old because it came out in 2003. So someone says play some Batman games. Okay, I can try. I'm waiting for Mirage as well. I just recorded some footage of a game that I don't know if I can tell you about it yet, but I will have footage of a new Ubisoft game coming up very soon. So look forward to that. It was actually really fun, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Let's see what else. Hitman 2. So I've been wanting to do another Hitman 2 Silent Assassin walkthrough for a long time, except I've been wanting to do a suit only version of it. However, that is a huge undertaking, and right now there's so much that I've got going on that I'd love to get to it, but one of these days we will get to it because I've always wanted to do it. What else? What's your opinion on the Silent Hill games? You ever played them? I do love the Silent Hill games. Look, let me tell you, I'm a straight up scaredy cat. Okay. When it comes to horror games, survival horror, anything that's scary, I'm afraid. I'm legit scared. Anytime that a new scary game comes out, I'm so terrified to play it. But I do it because I know you guys want to see it and you want to see me scared, and that's the fun of it, right? But I legitimately get scared at that stuff because when it comes to that stuff, having that feeling in your heart that's unsettling, the constant beating, getting your pulse up and stuff like that, it scares the bejeebers out of me. So just know that when we do cover those games, not Resident Evil 4, because I don't really consider Resident Evil 4 to be a scary game, but things like Silent Hill scare the crap out of me. Those type of stuff just scare the crap out of me. So, yeah. Oh, you're too much talk. Start game already. I see you got the same attention span as I do. Okay, so as you can see, I have a total of 5,630 games. I'm still growing my collection. We have Atari, Microsoft Xbox 360, 64, Nintendo, GameCube, Wii U, Sega CD, Dreamcast, Game Gear, Genesis, Saturn, PlayStation 2, 3, Sony PSP, Super Nintendo. what's a good place to start out? What game would you guys like to see? I thought I heard someone say something about play a Batman game. So let's look. All right, so here's all the Batman games in my library. We'll start Windows. Obviously, we've got Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, and Arkham Origins. And we got Super Nintendo Batman Returns, Batman Forever, The Adventures of Batman, Batman Arkham Asylum for the PSP, Arkham City for the PS3, and Asylum for the PS3, Batman Vengeance for the PlayStation 2. The original. Let's bring up the original for the Sega Genesis, because it's been a long time since I've ever played this. So yes, me being scared is pure entertainment and joy. Obscure, I don't know what obscure is, so maybe not. So this was obvious. This was, you know, this came out in 1989 or 1990, I think, or somewhere around in there. The movie came out in 89. This, like, Sega was my console. Like, Sega was my favorite console back in the day. So I played a lot of this game. I don't even know. Here's level. Stop. Okay, I have no idea. We're just going to jump in. Hey, punches, all right. Come here, bad guys. I will say the more iconic Batman version is obviously the Nintendo edition. This one looks definitely a lot better, clearly. Now, a lot of people younger, they don't really respect these games anymore because they didn't grow up during this period that I did, you know. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so this is what we had. This was our Grand Theft Auto. This was our, you know, graphical masterpiece, Last of Us, you know. And a lot of people that grew up in today's society, they don't quite understand that to us, we didn't think it could be any better than this. We didn't, as kids, we were just so amazed. We were like, okay, oh my God, games, there's no way games could look any better than this. This is amazing. You know, as we're sitting there, you know, playing on our small tubed CRT televisions, you know, and it's just amazing how time has warped so many minds of those of you that are so young and they don't understand the type of games that we had way back then. Oh crap! Oh hey buddy, what are you trying to get me? Oh, you gotta come on. Nice. Actually, I've helped. Can't even hit him, man. Game over. Oh my gosh, man. Look at that. All right. There is Batman, but I actually want to take a look at the Nintendo version. I know it's going to be, I think, a little further up. Nintendo, this is the one. So this is the one that most people remember when it comes to the original Batman movie. This game. Not only is the music just amazing, it's still iconic to me. Listen to that. Vicky, do you know? Like, I don't know. Where is she? Vicky's in Gotham City, man. That's all I know. Gotham City? I mean, look at this. I mean, this is just freaking classic. Okay, I gotta figure out the controls. I need a kick. Sometimes my button doesn't work. And here's the thing. The enemies, like when I crouch, I can't hit. See, sometimes it doesn't work. See, right now I'm spamming the button and nothing's happening. Then it happens. Then it doesn't. So. Dang it. I have to jump over him. Okay, eat it. Come on. Aww. You go shoot me, buddy. You gotta understand how hard it is to go back and play these types of games after playing, you know, all these games today. I'm gonna bother with them. That's right. This is back. Yeah, that was back when you can jump, like when you would jump like back and forth. It's got this weird, really cool to see how that, like you jump off the wall. I mean, that was such a cool thing. But there you go. So there's a little bit of Batman. Music still sounds great. Let's see. Did someone say Adventures of Batman? Let's take a look at the Adventures of Batman and Robin. I thought I heard someone say that one. Sega! You listen to that, right? This was our Arkham Knight back in the 90s. I am vengeance. I am the Knight. I'm Batman. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. This is back when you had credits, man. Level 1. Happy birthday to me. Oh, you can even do it up too. I don't know if I really played this game back when I was young or not. Was that like a nuke from Call of Duty right there? Yeah, nukes before before Call of Duty Black Ops. Oh my God, look at how many enemies on screen. This is great. Batman, don't stop now. See, here's the thing. You can't just turn around while you're hitting. You have to turn first, then... Oh, God, that sucks. You just do this all day long. just do the jump kick. Nice. Just destroyed the Bank of Gotham City, but no big deal. Oh, dude, you can hang? No way. Come on, buddy. I took you ain't stealing that. Oh, you can even do it at an angle too. Getting real now, man. But yeah, these were the extent of the games that we had back in the early 90s. I mean, really just run and gun, essentially. No! Alright, you can't get me. You can't get me. You can't get me. Okay, you got me. I guess it's the best place to stay in. I can't hit fast enough. Go! Alright, this is like a corridor shooter. Oh, Lucas got a tip. 50 bucks from Lucas. Thank you. Did it show up? I hope it did. Let me play it again, just in case it didn't. There we go. I don't know if it already showed up, but thank you so much, Luke. I appreciate it, bud. Big shout out to Lucas for the tip. All right, so we've done some Batman stuff. So let's take a look at. Oh god, this is gonna be hilarious. What Superman games do I have? Okay, I got Superman for the Atari. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to know. My gosh, this is what I started. These are the games that I started playing when I was like 4. Jeez. I got Superman Returns for Xbox, which is actually not that bad of a game. Even the 360 version I actually quite enjoyed, even though it really wasn't that good. And of course, the most infamous Superman 64. Just go through the rings a billion times. Superman for the Nintendo. Sega Game Gear. The Death and Return of Superman. Let's see, and hopefully it works. Like I didn't really spend any time setting up my Xbox stuff, so hopefully it'll work. Configure, yeah, I gotta configure it all again. So unfortunately I can't play any of my Xbox games because I didn't configure all of this yet. You have to go in and you have to set up your things. And if you haven't done it already, then like this process takes a little time. And because I moved computers, that's the reason why I don't think okay, so I already know I can't show you guys any regular Xbox games, but maybe let's see if the 360 one. Oh yeah, I played the Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh yeah. Dude, the Simpson games, man, they always came out with good games. Except for that that one Simpsons game, which was a skateboarding one, I think it was. But most of the Simpsons games are actually pretty decent, that I remember. EA games. Alright, so this is the 360 version of this. I don't know how well it's going to run. It might run really bad, because not a lot of 360 games are optimized just yet. They're still kind of working on emulation for the Xbox 360. Were any of you guys fans of the Brandon Routh Superman Returns movie? Superman the video game. This came out in what, 06, 07? It looks like I have to start a new game. Going to play 5 to 10 minutes of these games because we just want to kind of move around different games and have fun, right? That's the whole point of Retro Saturdays. Well, he looks a lot more muscular than he did in the movies.
My son.
Okay, so first things first is I am one of those guys that is inverted. I'm an inverted player. Oh, and it has crashed. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you is that a lot of situations here, these games are going to crash. We'll try it one more time because Xbox 360 emulation is still got a lot of work to do, but a lot of games are playable now. Awesome. Awesome. Good job. Good job for you, brother. Brandon did a decent job, but he was never going to succeed because he was literally playing the same version of Superman as Christopher Reeve. And I don't know why they decided to do that. I thought that was one of the worst decisions that WB ever made, was to continue the original Superman movie series. You can't, no, just reboot it. It was time for a reboot. It's okay to do a reboot. At that time, it was fine. But they decided to do a continuation off of Christopher Reeve's Superman, and then that was just a horrible idea.
My son, you do not remember me. I am your Kryptonian father.
See, the sound goes out after about 5 seconds, but it looks like we're able to actually get into the game at least. But unfortunately, not really playable. So let's give the worst Superman game ever a shot. No, I never played Superman 64 back in the day because I was much, much older. So the only games on 64 that I played the most, obviously, was GoldenEye. I played that game. I remember me and my dad having game nights playing GoldenEye. But yeah, that's about it for me as far as I didn't really play. I did have a 64, but like I said, I mostly just played GoldenEye and South Park, bigger, longer, uncut, or something like that, or
Then there's no time to waste.
All right, here we go. Now I've never really played this, so I have no idea. All right, let's just give it a shot. I don't even know the controls.
In short time, your fate will be sealed, Superman.
You will never find your friends, Superman.
Then there's no time to waste.
There's no time to waste. Okay, how do I go? So... Oh my god, oh my god. There's no time to waste. If I don't fly through these rings right now, Lois is dead. So now, my god. What riveting gameplay. You guys have come to the right channel for the best action gameplay on YouTube. Oh god, it's so sensitive. Use the two cars before they can cut. If you want to save your friends, solve my maze. What the hell? How do you get in the air? Okay. Oh my god, it's so like the controls are so sensitive. let's be honest, this stuff was groundbreaking back in the day. I mean, this type of gameplay never got old. Everyone loved it so much. I mean, it was probably, people said that this game was the reason they got into gaming. They loved gaming so much, and I don't remember a single person ever saying that this was one of the worst games ever made, because they loved it so much. I mean, everyone just, this game is the only game to ever have a 100% Metacritic score. So, I mean, the game has to be good if not a single person ever said that it was awful, right? I mean, that's how I look at it. So, I think, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day, it was an honor to play this, and if you got a chance to play it, there was nothing else that you could achieve in your life that would be as cool. I mean, look at me go. I think I skipped a lot. Lex wins. Okay, there you go. There was your amazing Superman. Wasn't that amazing? Okay, so we have looked at games on my Launchbox, right? So if you guys haven't seen what Launchbox is, I've showed it off many, many times. Launchbox is really, really cool. How does the game look? Does the game look darker to you or anything like that? What looks better, when I do that right there or when I do that? Tell me which one. So this is Force SDR. This is not Force SDR because I am playing this on a HDR screen. So which one looks better? That one or that one? This is non-Force SDR. So tell me if this looks any better. So I've been showing you off Launchbox. Let's bring up Big Box. Big Box is just a front end that makes it look, it makes it feel like you're on a console playing these games.
You have entered Big Box.
You have entered Big Box. All right, so this is just another way for you to check out all the games and stuff you have. So let's bring up a PlayStation game. Let's go PlayStation, and we can go through our list here. I'll remember the Medal of Honor series. Oh, such a classic game. It's Mega Man, Metal Gear, Mission Impossible.
It's the pass to O'Neal.
Parasite Eve series, PGA Tour, Ridge Racer, Resident Evil. I think that one, you know, it might be a little darker or whatever, but at least this one I think is a little bit better to hear. Got the original Silent Hill. Siphon Filter series. A lot of people have asked me to play the Tenchu series. Tiger Woods, Time Crisis, Tomb Raider.
Get him!
Tony Hawk, classics. Wing Commander, I really enjoyed X-Files.
Why Agent Wilmore?
Why Agent Wilmore?
Why Agent Wilmore?
Why Agent Cook?
007 series. Legacy of Kain. I'm sure a lot of people love those series. Cool Borders. No, I have still the regular storages for both Xbox and PS5. I'm constantly having to delete certain games to be able to play stuff. I don't have the money to do it any further. Driver series, Fear Effect. I love the Fear Effect series, man. It's just kids today, they don't understand how awesome Fear Effect was back in the day.
Finish him.
Gran Turismo, Grand Theft Auto, Harry Potter. And then we're back to Medal of Honor. So there's all the PlayStation games I have. Let's pick one. I mean, of course, you know I'm going to pick this one. Yeah, I loved the X-Files. I've always wanted to do a walkthrough for X-Files at some point because I just love the X-Files game so much. It's an FMV game, but it's just so good. It has the original stars in it and really enjoyed it. Ah, listen to that. 2, 3. We're going to get to play these games in high quality when the Metal Gear Solid Collection comes out. It's probably not going to be any higher quality, but it's going to be made for modern systems, and it's coming for PC too. I'm probably going to get the PC edition of the Metal Gear Solid Collection so that I can play all those games again, but on PC. Yeah, I don't have that one yet. I mean, I just have to go and get it, but I don't have it. Let's go into the VR training. See if I remember how to do this. Oh shit. Barely made that. Excellent, Snake. So, do I think that the new release of Metal Gear Solid 3 will be the same? I think it's going to be like The Last of Us remake. So, if you remember, The Last of Us remake was essentially a one-to-one copy of The Last of Us. I think Metal Gear Solid 3 is going to be a one-to-one copy of the original Metal Gear Solid 3. The only difference is going to be upgraded graphics, just like they did with The Last of Us. So same voice acting, same everything. The game is going to be exactly the same. No changes, nothing. Just new environments that are exactly the same setup. Everything is exactly the same, just way prettier. That's it. And I'm totally fine with that. You don't have to reinvent the entire game again. What I would love to see, though, is a Metal Gear 1 and a Metal Gear 2 next gen version, because all we have is the MSX 1 and 2 games, right? And that's from freaking the 80s. So how awesome would it be to have a full-on remake of those games, but done with today's graphics? We've never had them. A lot of people don't even know those stories. So the original, you know, how Snake got involved in the system and how he first met Big Boss and all that kind of stuff. I think that would be really, really cool. If I remember.
What was that noise?
Oh crap. Ding, ding, ding. Dun, 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 dun. Impressive, Snake. So in the original PlayStation 1 VR training, there wasn't a ranking system as they added in Metal Gear Solid 2. Impressive, Snake. I've never played the Stalker series, but I heard it's really good, so maybe I might give it a shot. I don't know what am I doing. This is too easy if I just gotta go over here. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Okay, that was way too easy.
Impressive, Snake.
Alright, this is the footstep one. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Impressive, Snake.
That's right. I'm a stealth god. Surveillance cameras. Surveillance camera.
Impressive, Snake.
Exactly, Shannon. You've always heard about it. You know, that was the original ones, but unless you play the MSX versions, you've never really experienced it. These are a lot easier than I remember.
Impressive, Snake.
What was that noise? Huh? Whose footprints are these?
My God, it's so much easier than I remember.
Impressive, Snake.
Or maybe I'm just that good.
Huh? What was that noise? Huh? What was that noise?
Hey, Pathetic. I always loved your Hitman 2 and Contracts walkthroughs background noise. They still hold up. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I know my mic quality wasn't as good back then that it is today. Might be the only one I fail. Totally. Alright, so this is the only one I'll have to figure out here. Yeah, definitely the ones in Metal Gear Solid 2 were much, much more tougher. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I can't. Oh my God, I made it. It looked like the thing was glitching there a little bit, so I couldn't tell where the camera was. But there you go. We just literally completed all of the VR missions. Wow. And then I unlocked Time Attack. I got you. I don't know about you, but I got to say that was impressive, Snake. Who needs to do a walkthrough on that now when I already just did it right there? So what's cool about big box mode is allows you to view manuals. So if you guys remember back when games came with manuals, you can take a look at it. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember this, but a little Easter egg trivia for you. The only way, I repeat, the only way that you were able to find out how to contact Meryl was the back of the CD box. Because if you remember, the guy, the whatever his name was, I can't remember his name. When you found him, he said, you need to contact Meryl. Her radio frequency is on the back of the CD box. And as you can see right there, I don't know how to zoom in. I don't know. Can you zoom in? Or, but anyways, it says Meryl right there, 140.15. So I always thought that was such a really, really cool nod. But you could see it came with 2 discs. It even had color. I mean, this was back when, you know, game companies put a lot of effort into not just the game itself, but the selling of the game, right? Today's standards is different. A digital version is practically the same cost as a boxed version. However, you don't get the same love in the box version that you used to get. Most times, if it comes with the CD, the only thing that's on the CD is just the code to unlock the digital version to play the game. Because games are so big nowadays, they can't fit on a CD. So therefore, you're not, when you buy a video game, you're not actually buying the video game. So this is one of the debates that everybody has, is that you know, the collection of video games is no longer really out there. And that is true, because even when you buy a video game, you're not actually buying a video game. You're actually buying the right to start up that video game. But you have to have internet to download the game. You can't just pop in a brand new game with your disc, not on the internet, and play it. It's impossible. Now, older games, yes, back when games were small enough to fit on CDs, but not today. You can't do that, even with Blu-ray discs and whatnot. Because what it is it downloads the game from online. So really, you're just buying the code that unlocks that. So because of that, they're useless. I mean, buying a video game in today's market is useless, in my opinion, which is why I 100% agree with. Now, the only thing that I would say that could counter that offer, or my take on this, is if you download the game, then you have it on your hard drive. And if it's a single player game and it doesn't require you to be online to play, then you can play it for the rest of your life. Right? So because of that, that's the only thing that keeps it from being 100% when I say that. Whereas what happens if we had a big nuclear war and millions of people, you know, perished on this earth, but you still wanted to play video games because for some reason you still had power. I don't know. I'm making stuff up here, but hypothetically, your games are only going to work as long as there is a Microsoft store and as long as there is a PlayStation store. Once those things shut down, that's it. I mean, it doesn't matter if you paid for the box. You don't own a game. You just own a box and a CD that doesn't work. So games like it was in the past when the content came on the disc don't mean crap anymore. It's a new era. You have to adjust and move on. But, you know, they had information on all your characters, told you about the Outer Heaven Revolt, the Zanzibar Riot. I mean, all that stuff. Meryl. I mean, it's classic. Teaches you some of the stuff that you need to know. How to use your radar. The Tholaton radar system. Made it sound so official. Mailing. Saving your progress. It's just so cool to be able to go back and look at this stuff. And then, you know, what's cool about this is, let's say you want to can play the videos. You've got view related items. So this is one of the features of Big Box. So what essentially what it does is it tallies up a list of other games that are similar to Metal Gear Solid, and that way it allows you to play them. So you can go down here and then click on one of these one of these games. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you have this game. This is just telling you every game that is somewhat similar to the gameplay of Metal Gear Solid. So if you actually have this game, then you can do it. And most of the cases, like I actually do have it. Like say I have Middle Earth Shadow Mortar, but when you click on it, it'll say to load up data. It'll go to Launchbox database to tell you where that is and tells you what the game is about or whatever. But it's just really telling you similar games, and all the Metal Gear Solid games will show up here. So that way, if you're like, I like this style of gameplay, well, then what other games can I play that have that same style? And I think that's pretty cool.
Last lap.
Finish him.
You can view the 3D model of the case itself. Pretty cool. Now, this is only available, like I said, in big box. So this is exactly how the disc, it's kind of not how the disc would look, because if you guys remember, Metal Gear Solid came in a double thick case. So this would be like 2 times as thick, but it has the same front and the same back. It's just really cool. You can flip the box, see there? You can view it on the bottom right there. If it has a video, you can view the video full screen or whatever, but not all games on my thing have a video. See, the video there is playing at the bottom, but... Alright, so there's PlayStation. Let's check out PlayStation 2. That would be funny, Jen. Alright, so now we got our PlayStation 2. You can, see all the games on the right side. I don't remember exactly how many PlayStation 2 games I have on here. The Silent Hill series. 2 and 4, Silent Hill Shattered Memories. SOCOM series. I've always wanted to do walkthroughs for these games, but because they're older games, they're very, very tough to... it's hard to go back to some of these games with the way that modern controls are, because you don't get modern controls in a lot of these games. It's older style controls, and that can be really hard to go back to once you're used to a certain thing. But these were great games. I remember playing the SOCOM series way back in the day. The classic Spider-Man 2, one of my favorite Spider-Man games. Spy Fiction was actually a decent kind of spy thriller. We got Battlefront games, Bounty Hunter Episode 3, Starfighter, Starsky and Hutch. Stolen was another type of stealthy game. It actually wasn't able to run up until about 1.5 years ago, where they finally were able to figure out how to port it and get the emulation running correctly, and now it can actually be run somewhat smooth, and it's a stealth style game. Of course, you got Siphon Filter. These games are now on PlayStation 5, but you're playing essentially the PSP versions of the game and not the PlayStation 2 versions of the game. I don't know, it's really, really weird. But these games aren't too bad. Let's just actually take a look at Dark Mirror. And I got patches in here. You see in the top left, it says 1 widescreen patch. That way, if because a lot of these games, they didn't come with widescreen, they're only in 4:3. So you can have patches out there that will allow the game to run in widescreen without ruining the aspect ratio, which is very, very important. So this is the best the game's ever going to look. However, the PlayStation 5 versions of these games are not too bad, and they have a rewind feature which allows you to be able to literally rewind the game at any point you want. So you never have to worry about saving or anything like that. You can rewind it. Here, however, because this is emulation, you can just do a save state. So you can save anywhere you want in the game and then go right back to it anytime you want. That's what's great about playing these older games, is that they have the ability to do that. This was back when previous was done with triangle instead, which is so weird. Let's see, game voices. Yes, I always like to turn game voices up. Video, that's right. So you can turn video to normal or pro scan or widescreen. Always go widescreen, obviously. Okay. Let's see if I still remember any of this. I think I might have Scarface, The World Is Yours, or World of Tomorrow. What's it called?
Teresa, I'm ready to start.
Thanks for helping me test this new
Not the same voice actor as Gabe, though, from the originals.
No problem. Just pretend I'm a new recruit.
Okay, your goal in this training mission is to learn basic agency navigation and maneuvers. Follow the arrows and my instructions to reach the agency flag. Once you've learned the basics, you can try the mission again and attempt to break the record time. Are you ready?
Ready.
Go.
There you go, see? Doesn't look too bad. Teaches you how to do everything.
Press the triangle button to climb objects. You can climb anything from 4 to 12 feet high.
Got it.
To crawl, press the triangle button. Then use the left analog stick to push into the area you want to crawl in.
Copy that.
See, it actually doesn't look too bad when you're playing it like this.
To drop down, either press the X button or press the left analog stick down.
All right.
To find hidden magnetic locks, use your EDSU goggles.
What's that stand for again?
Electronic Device Sensing Utility. It'll pick up any electronic or magnetic signal. Your goggles CPU filters out all non-relevant signals. To equip your
Don't forget to keep those likes coming,
press
guys. It
and
really
hold
helps the channel.
Directional button, then press the square button to select EDSU. To turn your goggles on or off, tap the left directional button.
Delta Force, I mean, I vaguely remember possibly playing those games. I totally didn't even listen to what she said.
You have to shoot the magnetic lock to open the hidden door. To equip your weapon, press and hold the right directional button. Then press the square button to select your pistol. To fire your weapon, press the R1 button. Note the radar in the lower left corner of your HUD. The blinking triangle represents the location of your current objective, in this case, the agency flag.
Understood.
There are also HUD elements in the lower right corner. The top element tells you which weapon you currently have equipped and how much ammo you have. The blue bar represents your flak jacket. The red bar, your health. You won't lose health until your flak jacket is completely gone. Okay, so far so good. I'm now giving you a new objective. Find the hidden code to this numeric keypad lock and open this door. First, you're going to need to find the code to the keypad. On the wall next to the door is a sign with a 3-digit number. You have to use your NV goggles to see. Use the up directional button, the down directional button, the left directional button, and the right directional button to select the number. Nice work. This is a functional door. Press the triangle button to open it. You can kick open the door by pressing the triangle button again.
See, the controls actually are not too bad when they've dubbed it over to the PlayStation. This is originally a PSP game, and trust me when I say that you cannot control as good as this right here.
Nope, door's just there for show. There probably isn't even anything behind it.
Copy that.
To get over this fence, you have to use the RTL. To use the RTL, stand under the wire and press the triangle button.
RTL?
It stands for Rapid Traversal Line. It's an agency device that you can use to latch onto any wire.
All right.
To climb the ladder, use the left analog stick to push into it. Then push up or down on the left analog stick to climb up or down. While on a ladder, you can press the X button to slide down quickly.
Understood.
That's it. You've made it. Congratulations. What do you think?
Not a bad obstacle course. I think it'll work.
Thanks. There are 2 hidden RTL paths you can look for if you want to try to lower your time.
Pretty cool. I gotta say that it actually runs fairly smooth. It doesn't look too bad. That's what's great about these emulation games, man. You're able to play these things insignificantly. Let's just try a little bit of the first mission and just see what it is. See, even though you do a widescreen patch, the cutscenes are still not gonna be widescreen because the cutscenes are FMVs. They're not actual gameplay, therefore you can't do it that way. So cutscenes and things like that will be in what the game was released in, which was 4:3 aspect ratio. If I'm not mistaken, this was the latest Siphon Filter game. Logan Shadow was before this one, and then Dark Mirror was the final Siphon Filter. I would love to have a new Siphon Filter series. You know how awesome that would be, except PlayStation doesn't give a crap about the Siphon Filter series because to them, stealth games just don't make enough money, which is true. They don't, because not a lot of people like stealth. People would rather just run and gun. That's why this channel doesn't get as good and can never really truly be one of those million subscriber channels, because stealth games are such a niche that a lot of people in today's society don't give two craps about them. They don't want to take the time to learn the games. They just want to be able to run and gun most of the time, or play in an open world game, which to me that's just not as fun as stealth games.
The refinery 6 hours ago. No idea how long the targets have been on site. Zoom in. Sector 344.
Stop! Stop! That's our LZ. Right there.
Targets.
A paramilitary
Targets.
group called Red Section. They've been linked to a number of ops in the past 2 years.
Who is he?
According to his profile, he's the foreman of the refinery.
Connections.
I'm sure you don't care too much about that right now. Let's get into the gameplay. Episode 1, Part 1. Insertion Point Alpha. Kim Synth Petroleum, Alaska. Insertion Point. Paramilitary group called itself Red Section. Hey, what's up, B-Man?
The automated warning system has been activated.
Teresa, we've got a problem. Warning system's on.
Check the column. Do you see a flame jet?
Negative. No flame jet.
That means they've closed the release valve. Pressure in the column will be critical soon. You have to get that valve open, Gabe.
Right.
Breach at the south gate! Get some men out here!
Sniper. Have to take him out before he calls in reinforcements.
Red Jack Patrol reporting. Squad leader has eliminated the breach. Over.
You gotta love the stealth. I don't even know how to zoom in.
All personnel, distillation column on pressure overload.
Boom. Oh, that's right. So this is what sucks is I have it set that my PlayStation 2 goes into this state. So if I want to save something or load a state or something like that, that I press a certain combination of buttons. And this is for the entire launch box system. So when I press LB and RB at the same time, it goes into this thing. So every time I shoot in games like PlayStation, if you remember, PlayStation was always one of those weird developers because they prefer to use the shoulder buttons instead of the triggers for shooting your weapons. So I always get into that because I haven't changed it yet. But as you can see, he's pretty sure he should be down. Yep. And now we just need to get up there. It actually runs. I'm very, very impressed with how smooth this is running. I could easily
Please! I didn't do anything! Let me go!
do a walkthrough on this game.
Go.
No!
Oh my god! Squad leader is down! Keep your eyes open! Breach confirmed! Target acquired! Back up! Moving out! He's out there! Go! Take that!
So you run out of ammo so quickly. Hey Christian, thank you. Hi Strain. Great to see you here. God bless you and your family. You too, bud. Stay healthy. Yes. Thank you so much.
Back up! Moving out!
Look at me go.
Gabe, there must be a way to break that lock. Try using your EDSU goggles.
Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it, Malik.
Leon, heading into the distillation pit. Status.
Nothing to report. I'm still looking for the comm tower. I'll let you know.
He's down here somewhere!
Hidden evidence found.
Position here! Search the area! He's in the distillation pit! Bastard!
Sit down.
Down there on the catwalk.
It's because I shake my little tush on the catwalk. See, I did it again because I aim down sights, so don't aim down sights and that won't happen. Because I don't have it set to be able to hit both at the same time right now. Let me go with these headshots, baby. You gotta remember, this was originally a PSP game, so that's why, even on PlayStation 2, it's kind of janky.
Column's becoming unstable.
Pressure's critical. Open that valve.
Leon, route's cut off. Once I'm in position, I need you to send up a zip line.
Copy that. I'll be ready.
I like how as soon as we get up there, then it's on a timer of 10 seconds.
Pressure levels stabilizing. Pressure levels stabilizing. This has been the automated warning system.
Teresa, pressure's stabilized. Leon, report. How's that uplink?
Comm tower's down.
Now notice he's in the middle of a cutscene right now. If I hit save state.
I'll install it on the microwave tower instead. Almost to your position now.
Notice how we've went past that point.
Copy that.
I'm going to bring this back up and I'm going to hit load.
The microwave tower instead.
As you can see,
Almost
we're back.
To your position now.
Copy
So
that.
save states
I'll
are
cover
really
you from
great.
up here.
And you can do it
Incoming.
super quick. And of course, because I hit the thing, because I was zoomed in. That should have got him.
Clear.
On my way.
I've got her! Go, go! I see her over there! Flank her!
I had to do this every single time. Alright, I just wanted to show off a little gameplay, so... But there you go. And again, you know, not every game I have has manuals with it, but a lot of them do. See, this one particularly did not have color. The only color was the outside of the manual. But yeah, it's still pretty cute. Still pretty cute. Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven, Terminator, Dawn of Fate. The Plan is actually a quite interesting game. It's kind of a stealth game, kind of a hacker slash stealth. I actually really enjoyed it. I played it for like a good hour just when I was going through it, and I was like, wow, this game is kind of fun. And then I was always been a huge fan of the Tiger Woods games, so that's why I have all these Tiger Woods on here. And of course, we've got our classics: Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, PlayStation 2. I still want to get back to doing the Chaos Theory for the PlayStation 2, as it is an entirely different game than the Xbox and PC version. True Crime, New York City. These games are classics. Twisted Metal Black. Is anybody going to watch that new Twisted Metal series that it's coming soon? Let me know if you plan on checking that out. Van Helsing is a really good game. It reminds me a lot of God of War before God of War. But as Van Helsing instead. Pretty cool. Win Back was a stealth series that originally came out on the Dreamcast, I believe it was. Smackdown, here comes the poo. Classic wrestling games. I'm kind of into a little bit of a wrestling kick right now. You know, I go through like these stages where I'm watching YouTube at night and I go through different stages of things. I was on a Dead Rising kick for a little while, and now I'm on a wrestling kick.
Out of that one.
And you've got your classic James Bond games. Nightfire. I love to do a Nightfire walkthrough at some point. We've already done Quantum of Solace. We've done both versions of Quantum of Solace, and we did Bloodstone. That was the walkthroughs we started at the beginning of the year. So 24 the game is actually an interesting game. It doesn't run as good as I would like it to, though, but it may have improved at this point. I don't know. Alias is another one of those stealthy style games, so possibly I could do the Alias game at some point in the future when there's not, you know, no new games coming out. I don't have anything on the slate. Area 51 is a classic. Batman Vengeance. Black is obviously is considered one of the best first-person shooters out there. So why don't we take a look at that one? This is the PS2 version. There is also a Xbox version as well. And the Xbox version is the better version. This is still, in my opinion, just one of the best first-person shooters out there because the gameplay is so fun. Story-wise, no one gives two craps about it. but this was made by what is it, Criterion Games, and they made the Burnout series, and they put a lot of love in this game, and it shows. And it's very, very good.
You were specifically told to hold.
As you can see, it's got these cutscenes, so I'll let you view this.
Why? Charlie Team was down. I wasn't gonna let this guy get
Blade
away.
2 was a good game. Yeah, I remember playing Blade 2.
The hallway and the first floor were clear. I heard movement above. I made my way up. And that's when I saw him. The fourth guy? Yeah, the fourth guy. The after-action report you filed states he got the drop on you. But he doesn't.
I really do hope a lot of you end up showing up for the stream on the birthday. It's going to be a long one, and we're going to play all kinds of games, new, old. Interesting. But it's all going to be based off of what you guys want. This is your stream. So hopefully we're going to have lots of fun, and that's going to be Monday. So I hope hopefully I'll see you there. The live stream video is already available, so you can click on that to make sure you're caught up to date on when it's going to go live.
You were ordered to RV with a Lieutenant McCarver en route to the objective? Yes. Would have been a breeze if the...
Yeah, I think this is one of those games that definitely deserves either a remake or a remastered edition. I don't know why they've not done it, because this is literally the ultimate first-person shooter. I mean, it's so good. The gameplay is just freaking good.
This is Bravo 3 radio check, over. 2-1, do you copy, over? 2-1, do you read me, over? If you copy, I am proceeding to RV, out. Bravo 2-1, this is 3, do you copy, over?
I mean, look at it, it still looks so good. This is the PlayStation 2 version, this is not even the better version. Man, it just feels so good still. I'm not aiming down sights just because I don't want it to pause every 5 seconds. Sorry, it's a little hard for me because I'm not aiming down sides because I don't want it to pause.
Well, this is 3, nothing heard. Proceeding to top out, over.
I think one of the things that made this game so great is the over-the-top action. You can blow some serious stuff up in this game. This is one of the more subdued type of missions, a stealthier mission. See what I mean? Look at that. Now, I have the Xbox version as well, but like I said, I haven't set up my Xbox emulator, so not on the new computer. this is to do this without. Okay, I just wanted to show it off. Pretty cool. Like, it feels really, really, really good. Here's Blade 2. Like I said, that's actually a pretty decent one. Brothers in Arms series was such an amazing series. I'd love to cover it at some point. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a good... The two games for Buffy the Vampire Slayer are actually really good. Bully, everybody loves Bully, but you can play that on PC as well, if I'm not mistaken. Burnout 3, Classic, Call of Duty, Big Red 1, Call of Duty 3, this is the PlayStation 2 version though. Finest Hour was actually, I enjoyed that. Ward at War, PlayStation 2 version. Castlevania's Cold Fear, which was an awesome survival horror Resident Evil style game. This was essentially Resident Evil Revelations before Revelations even existed. You're stuck on this like ship. As a matter of fact, let's just take a look at it real quick. It's really, really cool. It's got the survival horror element to it. And it's made by Ubisoft. Dun, 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 dun. This is when I really loved Ubisoft around this time. They were making so many good games at this point, and I love their little intro. Most PlayStation 2 emulated games run very well. So what's really cool about this game is you're on a ship with the waves throwing the ship around. Even when you're inside, you're kind of getting yourself thrown around. It's pretty cool how it all works. Hey. There's so many of these classic style games out there that you guys need to take a look at. So that is one thing that I love about this, bringing this series back, Retro Saturdays, is to give you a chance to see some of these games that you may have not even known existed.
Marcus, advance by 2.
I'm gonna let this cutscene play a little bit so you can kind of get the sense of what's going on. See, they're on this ship. Something is killing all of these men.
Something's out there.
Maybe if someone can find the time later to go back to this stream when it's a video and then timestamp all of the different games that we check out, so that way if people want to see a certain game, they can. If any of you out there have the time to do that, that would be greatly appreciated, but of course it's not mandatory.
Somebody answer me. Is anybody alive out there? Come in. Get me another asset out there pronto. Anything we've got.
All right, so you've seen a little bit of the cutscene, and now we'll get to the actual gameplay. Essentially, you're like a Coast Guard worker.
Okay, people, you know your assignment.
And you're trying to find out what's going on with this boat.
Main deck port side. Watch yourself. You're going solo. How come Hansen gets all...
Yeah, I get Killzone 1 vibes as well.
You are DeSantos. Now cut the chatter. This place is creeping me out. Where is everyone? Steady, Friedman. Remember, I've got that extraction code in case things get hairy.
Morning party, this is the Ravenswood. As he's our two.
You see?
We're gonna have to head back. You're on your own, people.
And of course, it plays just like Resident Evil 4 in a way.
Did you hear that? Hear what? What's that smell?
These old Russian whalers all stink to high heaven.
What's that? Open fire! Open fire! Holy shit! Ah!
my birthday's not till Monday, so come back to the stream on Monday.
Come in, come in.
Then you can crouch and play it stealthy. You see how you sway back and forth? You can run. Changes camera angles on you. Pistol ammo. It's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe one day I'd love to do something like this, but there's not enough people, I think, right now interested in these older style games like this currently.
Russian boats aren't exactly built the same as ours are. I better read the inscriptions so that I don't get lost. Let's see how much of my Russian I still remember. Maybe I can shoot this thing.
Yeah, the only problem is it's gonna go into that thing again. Every time I shoot.
It's unlocked.
Why does my voice sound so different? How different does my voice sound?
Они повсюду! Они идут прямо на нас! Тихо! Они могут нас услышать! Помогите мне открыть эту дверь! Она закрыта на ключ, мы пропали! Эй! Осторожно! Один из них за углом! Черт! 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 Огонь!
I forgot. Yeah, no reason to keep doing that there. I just wanted to show it off a little bit. I'm not sure why my voice sounds different. I don't think it sounds different. But I don't know. There we go. Let's see what else. Cold Winter. This was a stealth first-person shooter game. I don't know how many people played this, but this was a very interesting game back in the day. You get captured behind enemy lines, and it's not too bad. This is something I might do a video on at some point. Sounds very subdued and quiet. New mic? No, this is the same mic. Oh, for those of you that don't know, like, I've kind of partnered with Aver Media, and I've been using their Nexus, which is a, think of it as like an Elgato Stream Deck mixed in with a mixer. So, my sound quality should have improved a lot over these past month and a half because I've been using my new sound mixer. I can actually hear myself when I talk because I use the headphones now, and those headphones I have myself mirrored in there so I can have real-time feedback. It's so much better and easier when you can hear yourself speak. You become clearer with your words. Like when you have headphones on and you're playing video games and you can't hear your voice and you only hear the game, sometimes you have no idea knowing how loud you are. And because of the Nexus, I'm able to actually hear the video, hear the game in my headphones, and hear myself in my headphones so that I can make sure that my voice is not too loud or that it doesn't overpass. And I also got a ducking going on right now. So ducking allows that whenever something is loud on the game and I want to talk, it automatically turns the game down and allows my voice to shine above the game. So whenever I want to do commentary, I can have my voice be heard much, much more clearer and still be able to have the game played at a loud volume to where you guys can understand when I'm not talking, but when I start talking, then you can hear me clearly. Do I have Alekine's Gun? I've played Alekine's Gun. I did I think a mission or two of that game back when it came out, but it was so buggy, you know. It wasn't as fun as I hoped it would be. Constantine is such a good game, and I heard that they're going to make a new Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves, so I'm really looking forward to that. CSI was kind of interesting type of games, murder investigation type of games. Dark Angel. Let's see. Dark Watch was interesting, definitely. Dark Watch is one of those games where you're like a vampire hunter or a monster hunter. Very, very cool. Dead to Rights, of course, everybody loves the original Dead to Rights. It was originally a Xbox exclusive, and then I think PlayStation picked it up as well. They're very, very fun games. And Dead to Rights 2, they even have a newer Dead to Rights. I think it's called Retribution or something like that. Def Jam series, we'd all love to see the Def Jam series come back. You got Vendetta, and there's also another one too. Deus Ex, of course. This is the PlayStation 2 version. It's a little different, more catered towards console gamers as opposed to the PC version, which is more open-ended PC style gameplay. Devil May Cry 3, which is a lot of people still consider Devil May Cry 3 to be the best Devil May Cry. The Plan? That is not The Plan. I have no idea why Journey for the... I got mixed up there. Driver 3 was one of those games I was so hyped when it came out, but it just didn't end up being as good as I wanted it to be. Parallel Lines, Into the Matrix, of course. I mean, classic.
Mission complete.
ESPN 2K5, basketball.
Tries to put this one into the end zone.
I mean, these are the classic football games right here. This is still considered to be one of the best football games ever made, in my opinion. Evil Dead games are really, really fun. And there's Regeneration and A Fistful of Boomstick. Final Fantasy. Friends. I have a Friends game on here. Me and my wife were really into Friends about a couple of years ago. We were watching all of the whole show again. The Getaway was a very interesting open world third-person action-adventure game, kind of in the style of GTA, but set in London. There was a lot of things that got kind of weird, but it wasn't that bad of a game. They did 2 of them, I think.
Last lap.
Of course, you got your God of Wars. These are not the HD collections because it's on the PlayStation 2, but you can play it in 4K because that's what emulation does. One of these days, I will be getting to doing walkthroughs of these games. The Godfather. This is not the Dawn's edition, so it's the PlayStation 2 version. The 360 version is the best, or the PS3 version. GoldenEye Rogue Agent, which was a very unique, non-canon story. Yeah. Gran Turismo, GTA, Liberty City Stories, San Andreas. These are the originals. The Great Escape was actually kind of a fun game too. You know, if you've ever seen the Great Escape movie, then you get the premise of it. Gun was a really cool Western back in the day. The Guy game, oh my gosh. So if you want an adult game with trivia, so essentially the Guy game is a game where you have these girls. It's on spring break, and this was banned. This game was banned, and if you have to see how smart those girls are, and and they get asked a question, and if you know the answer and they get it wrong, they'll slowly take off their clothes. It's one of those style games where it's, you know, if you want to watch Spring Breakers flash and do trivia, then there you go. It's your type of game. Half-Life. Harry Potter. This was my favorite Harry Potter game before Hogwarts Legacy, of course. Or actually, the Order of the Phoenix. Yes, the Order of the Phoenix was great, but I think the Deathly Hallows, or not Deathly Hallows. What was the one after Order of the Phoenix? Whatever the one that was after Order of the Phoenix, that was the best open world Harry Potter game up until the new one. Headhunter was a cool series. It's kind of like a stealthy type of game. There's two of them. There's Headhunter and Headhunter Redemption. Is it like Cards Against Humanity trivia? No, it's just dumb trivia stuff. You mean trivia on entertainment, trivia on different things, and the whole purpose of the game is to beat the girls, and if you beat them, then they take off their clothes. It's essentially what it is. Of course, you got Killzone, which is a classic. I kind of hope that they get back into the Killzone series, but they're already working on the next Horizon game, so we're not going to see a new Killzone series. Maybe never. I don't know, but I would love to see a new Killzone in today's graphics. And you got the Kingdom Hearts games. I never was able to get into these. Lord of the Rings. These were some of the best Lord of the Rings games. Return of the King and the Two Towers. Then we got Madden.
Johnson, get set.
Vikrant, my birthday is not today. My birthday is Monday, so hopefully you'll be there then. That is when my birthday is. Manhunt. Everybody's wanting me to play these Manhunt games. I do want to do them eventually, but the problem with these Manhunt games is that YouTube just automatically demonetizes them. So if I were to play these, I make no money off of this whatsoever. And obviously this is what I do for a living. So in order for me to play these games, I would need to know that I would either have to have some donations or something that would reciprocate the time that it would take to do these stealthily and perfect, but because these would be immediately demonetized on YouTube. So that's really one of the only things that's keeping me. Maybe one of these times I'll put in a thing, help us, you know, if I make this certain amount of money with donations, and maybe I'll give it a shot without having to worry about being able to feed, you know, the family because of what I'm spending all my time on doing, you know. So that could be something in the future, possibly one day, if someone was kind enough to make sure that I make something off of it. Matrix Path of Neo. This was an awesome Matrix games that you got to actually play as Neo. Oh, you may not be okay. That's fine. Well then, thank you, bud. And of course, the Max Payne games. Looks like I only have one on here, but I have two on PC, and I have it on Xbox too. Medal of Honor Frontline, of course. We did a video of this one not too long ago. Rising Sun, which was another cool one that kind of took place in Japan. And it starts out with the whole Pearl Harbor incident. Vanguard, I'm not sure if I really played that one. Mercenaries was a great series, guys. Mercenaries is some fun stuff. Alessandro, yeah, you know, maybe a live stream where people would be able to donate or something for that, because Manhunt's, you know, it's a really good game. It's got good stealth. Of course, you got your Metal Gear Solid 2. This is the PlayStation 2 versions of these games, and then Subsistence, which turns the game into a proper third-person shooter as opposed to a top-down game when you play this one. Mission Impossible. I have always wanted to do a walkthrough for Mission Impossible. This is Operation Surma. It is a fun stealth game. It came out for Xbox. It came out for PlayStation 2. It came out for GameCube. And it's one of those games that I would love to eventually do a walkthrough for. It's another stealth game. Of course, the Mortal Kombat series. Motorstorm, NBA Live. This is back when NBA Live was still king. Need for Speed, Most Wanted. Underground, Contra. Game Day, the last NFL Game Day game.
It's now first.
Win Back, that's the sequel. This one's a little different, man. I'm not a big fan of this Win Back. This is another supposable stealth game, but this one is kind of done in tiny little levels where you're getting from one. I don't know. It's just not as good as the original. No One Lives Forever. Everybody loves these classic games. Classic spy stealth game. Pilot Down, I played for about an hour not too long ago. I was having kind of fun. You get shot down in your plane and you're behind enemy lines, so it's a lot of stealth and you're trying to maneuver around the game world, and it's actually quite fun. Prisoner of War, same thing as The Great Escape. PsyOps was a fun kind of sci-fi third-person shooter. Yeah, I remember Mission Impossible for the N64. Punisher, this game is balls to the wall awesome. And Thomas Jane does the voice. This was back when he was doing his movie, The Punisher, in 2005. Really, really good. This is a very graphic style game with executions and all that. And then there you go, right there. Boom. There's your Scarface. The World Is Yours. A very, very fun open world Grand Theft Auto style game based in the Scarface world. As if the ending of Scarface never happened, essentially. And then we're back. So there's your PlayStation 2 games. As far as what I have on PlayStation 3, we've got Resistance, Souls, Skates, Soul Calibur, Spider-Man. I even got Vegas 2 on there. Actually, let me look at Vegas 2 real quick and see how that runs in 4K from the PlayStation 3 emulator. You'll have to give this a second. It'll take a little time for it to... It'll take a little time. Did it... Yeah, sometimes it does that. I don't know why. Let me relaunch that again. I might have to actually load it up from... Yeah, my CPU goes crazy when it loads these PlayStation 3 games. Like, you probably can't hear that because I've got a lot of sound condensing stuff on my mic, but my computer is loud as hell right now. Just doing the progress for the PPU modules. So the way that the RPCS3 works is when you play these PlayStation 3 games, it's got to load these PPU modules. And that's how it's able to play the game. It's how it emulated that it's running on a PlayStation 3. But then you've got shader caching, and the shader caching happens. So essentially, when you play these games on RPCS3, you want to play the game first, one time all the way through. Then you go back and actually do your recording. Otherwise, the game will be choppy and sloppy because it's literally compiling shaders while you're playing. And that's never good because you'll get these stutters and jitters. So it's always best to do a mission first, then go back, and you won't get that stutter and jitter because it's already compiled the shaders for it. And that's how that works. Let's see how good this runs on. Uh-oh, did it do it again? Yeah, see, it crashed again. I might have to run it from my actual RPCS3 emulator. Like I said, I have not, I've not set anything up because I literally just took my hard drive from my other computer into this computer. And because of that, I have not set up any settings yet. So this is literally running from one computer to the next without me doing anything. So yeah. So as you can see, I might have to click open our RPCS3. That'll open this up. I might not even have it. Here we go. All right. Let me try to open it up from here. It might have a better chance at running. Yeah, replicating the Sony's PS3 is very hard. See, it's just having a hard time running. It just doesn't want to run. Let's see. Actually let me try this one. Let me try Ground Zeroes. Oh my God. Janice from Friends. You know, I never played Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes on the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360. I did it on the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, actually, and the PC editions. Like, if you guys could hear my computer, man, when these things load, like, the fans just go into overdrive. I did have a PS3, you know, back in the day, but I mean, I'm going to be honest, like, when it comes to that generation, Xbox 360 was the better console. And I think most people would agree because for some reason, developers find it very hard to develop for the PlayStation 3. It's the way that they made it. But obviously, when PlayStation 4 took over and Xbox One came out and said, we're going to make every game online, that's when all those huge fan base that Xbox had procured during the previous generation, that's when they lost it all. And then PlayStation took over from there and just freaking ran with it. And they've been known as the top dog for so long, which is why I am so happy that Microsoft has won this FTC debacle, because FTC does not care about consumers. They care about Sony, and which is so stupid and backwards. FTC is supposed to be for us. It's supposed to be for gamers. It's supposed to be for the consumers, not for the companies that they're shrilling for. And this is a good thing for gamers, in my opinion, because it means more systems, more people are going to be able to play games, and that is what matters. I'm not a fan of any one console. I love my PlayStation 5. I love my Series X. I love my PC. I love gaming. That's what I love. And it shouldn't be one person at the very top. There needs to be competition, because look at what happened to the Madden NFL series once they bought out the NFL rights. It's went downhill, and it sucks. And that's exactly what's eventually going to happen when you can only get good games on PlayStation because they have the monopoly. There needs to be competition. Competition breeds creativity, makes things better. And Microsoft doing this now is going to be able to compete with PlayStation, and that in turn is going to make PlayStation work harder, do better, care more about the consumer, and that is what matters. I don't know how well this is going to necessarily run, to be honest. Oh, I know. I'm so excited for the Metal Gear Solid collection. Like, you have no idea. Like, I don't know how good this is going to run at all, to be honest. I'm not getting the PS5 edition for the Metal Gear series. No. I will get the PC edition or the Xbox edition. I just prefer the controller. See, there's glitches.
If she's dead, we need to see the body to be sure. Boss, any clue where she might be?
So as you can see, there's glitches in this, as I see at the bottom, it's compiling shaders. Now you could probably mess around. I have not messed with any settings on this, so I would need to go around and mess with settings in order to make it better. But yeah, my computer is still running so hot right now. Like here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yes, you can. My GPU is not running hot, but the CPU is. Although it doesn't really show the CPU running hot here. My GPU is only at 40 degrees. And you can tell that we're not even getting 60 frames, which tells you that this is CPU bottlenecked. Game is still so good though, right? I know there's a lot of glitches and it's probably hard for you guys to see the game or whatever, but you can play this. I'm sure if I found the right settings, all those glitches would go away. My God, it's so hard to do this right now. There you go.
You're way too exposed there. Find some cover and stick to it. Surveillance camera. The drainage channel. You might be able to crawl in there.
It's amazing how I can still remember where to go.
XOF.
Open the front gate. Supply deliveries on its way in. Opening front gate.
That's the admin building. Watch your corners.
Should be a guy right here.
Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
Strain still got it, baby. Hey Paul, how you doing, bud? I'm doing pretty well. Hopefully you're doing okay. Enjoying your weekend. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be playing games at 70 or 80, complaining about how I can't hold a controller anymore. But yeah, there you go there. Let's give... I thought I had Killzone... I thought I had Killzone 3 on here, but I only see the demo. I think I do. I just have it on somewhere else. All right, so there's... PS3. PlayStation Portable runs really, really well. Metal Gear Acid. We're even getting the digital graphic novel too, so that's pretty cool. Snake lost his eye because Ocelot shot it. Miami Vice. Hello. Let's take a look at the Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands on the PSP. See how that runs. Looks like I need to make this bigger.
بر ره گذرم هزار جا دام نه.
Yes, I have the Prince of Persia games. I have pretty much all of them. I can honestly tell you that I've never played this. Controls on it. I'll have to figure that out when we get in there.
They say that we are made to meet our destiny, that fate will one day find us. I can tell you it is true, for it all began with this prophecy.
Now, as you can see, this is running off of PSP or something like that. I don't remember the name of it, but...
You will die by the blade he brings. As sure as winter follows fall, and day turns to night, a lonely hero with the blood of kings.
Oh, you can't skip the
No mortal soul can withstand his might. This was the prophecy foretold to Ihud, mightiest of the fire spirits. Ihud sent his assassin to kill every man in the kingdom with royal blood, in hopes that he would prevent the prophecy.
Can't skip the cutscene though.
My father, King Shahraman, knew nothing of Ihud or the prophecy, only that his family was under attack. Fearing for my life, he tried to hide me away.
I've actually never played this game. I never even played The Forgotten Sands on 360.
A apparition appeared before me.
Follow. I will lead you to your foe.
I refused to cower in the face of danger, so I seized the chance to save my family.
this is a PSP game. I'm pretty sure I still have Splinter Cell Essentials, yeah.
And followed the light to a canyon on the edge of the desert.
The canyon. You can roll by pressing circle.
Keep following. Don't stop now.
Why does his face look like that?
Who are you? Show yourself.
There isn't much to show, really. Not in this world.
What are you? What do you want?
I want your help.
It's like his right eye is like permanently shut.
I know where to find the enemy you seek.
And why should I trust you?
If you wish to defeat your foe, you have little choice but to trust me. To learn more, you must follow me. If you can.
Oh, so I can't even use the... Oh, I see. This is technically a 2D scroller. This is not even a real full-on game. It's like a 2D style game. I can't use the thumbstick.
These strange orbs pulse with magic. What are they?
Magic like this is common here. It binds this enchanted place together.
It runs pretty smooth though.
Please follow. All will become clear in time.
Wow, it actually runs pretty smooth.
A whirlwind.
If you enter it, its magic will carry you upwards.
Who or what are you?
My name is Helem. In this world, I am a spirit, invisible except for the magic that surrounds me.
I knew better than to trust spirits and magical creatures. But still, I wanted to find my enemies.
I gotta say, I'm actually quite impressed. They don't look that bad. This could be a fun
Is that
game.
a door of some kind?
To do a walkthrough for.
You are close. It is a portal to another world. My world. If you enter, part of your spirit will remain, and I can retrieve it should harm come to you.
Immortality usually comes with a price.
I am not offering
Just so you know, the voice actor is the same voice actor as Spider-Man in the new Marvel Spider-Man series on PlayStation. It's all really smooth.
These minions wear masks to hide their shame at what they are become. A servant of the enemy, he twisted them by his evil power.
Enough! I will follow you no more without answers. Who is this enemy that threatens my family?
Your foe is Ihud the Fire Spirit. He holds dominion in an ancient palace past the canyon.
Then let us not waste time.
I did do the Sands of Time, yes. So maybe I could continue on by doing Warrior Within, right? It's so simplistic. Actually going to do a little save state there. And then stop it. The reason for that is we're playing multiple games here. I don't want to spend too long, but that was actually kind of fun. Mindless going around, of course, but still not too bad. Oh, and the SOCOM games are actually quite fun on on PSP. And there's those original 2 games, as I said before. Oh my gosh. I gotta try this. I gotta try Vegas on the PSP.
Priority message from Rainbow 6. Everybody, report in. 2 of our people have been abducted. Brian Armstrong, Sean Rivers. Your team.
Let's go get our boys.
Las Vegas area. Joanna Torres will be coordinating your objectives and updating your intel.
Welcome back, guys.
Good luck, team. Find our people and bring them back safely.
Shortest leave on record. Sean was right.
I'm always right, mate.
You okay? You look a little tense.
Just a bad feeling. I'm sure it'll pass.
Awesome, Shannon. Thanks for stopping by, bud. And thanks for the re-membership, man. Means a lot. Alright, so we got our gear room. Not going to worry about any of that stuff right now. Difficulty, just put it on normal. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's see how bad it is to do this with a PSP.
Irina Morales, a woman with...
All right, so here we go. Use the analog stick to move, the action buttons to look around and aim. When an enemy is visible, press and hold L to lock on. While locked on, you can press the triangle button to switch to the head shoot with the R button, okay?
Commencing hostilities.
Gotcha. I'm using the face buttons to turn. Obviously, you see some glitches on the side there. Interact such as doors, check the interaction menu, and press the corresponding direction button. While in front of a door, you can use snake camera to spy on the enemy, okay? Oh no. I forgot about that. It doesn't matter what I play. If a game requires me to use the LB and RB buttons, it does that. There's your essentials. 2 versions of it. Tomb Raider, Twisted Metals, Uncharted, Golden Abyss, Army of 2, Bloodlines. That's definitely something I want to do at some point. Dead to Rights Reckoning, Driver 76, and then you've got your God of War Chained Olympus, Ghost of Sparta. I heard that this game actually looks really good. Let me take a look at Killzone Liberation. It's my fault. I have that stupid setting, that LB and RB, and that ruins everything that I try to play that requires you to use LB, which is all PlayStation stuff. Gonna hit continue. I don't even know where I am. Just jumping in. This is more like a top-down shooter.
Templar, it's me, Luca. I'm heading up Mobile Command for this op. You'll take your instructions from me. I'll be passing you intel from our Shadow Marshals doing recon in the field. So listen up, get to the shelled out house and rendezvous with Rico.
interesting. Actually, the gameplay looks like it'd be kind of fun. Awesome. Hope you enjoyed your vacation, Renee.
Target sighted!
I can admit how
we lost the machine gunner.
smooth this
Take
is.
over the mounted gun.
Aim using. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, right. It completely screws itself up. But there you go.
Single play, but the rule changes now allow for guys.
All right, so there's that. Of course, you guys know I've got a bunch of normal, newer games on here through my Windows system. And I have quite a bit of Xbox games, actually. There's over 100 and some, but I can't get them to work right now because I don't have the full thing set up on this new computer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we have a bunch of them.
Some defenders.
Let's see, what other 360 ones do we have that we can try? Anybody remember the XCOM series? These are like really good, actually. I played this like, I don't know, a month or so ago. I was just messing around for fun. And I got sucked and played for like 2 hours without even realizing. I was like, damn it, I wish I would have hit record. Because it was just, it was actually quite fun. Same thing with Alan Wake's American Nightmare. I mean, classic game. Freaking classic. Army of Two. Let's bring up Army of Two 40th Day. Let's see if it works first. It's a shame that the Army of Two series never came to PC. Now this is actually the Xbox 360 version, so let's make sure I've got inversion on. Yep. Let's give this a shot and see how it is, I guess. We're gonna play as Elliot, who's voiced by Nolan North, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if I have split seconds. I know it's on PlayStation Now.
Now boarding flight 225 from Shanghai to Montreal, Canada.
Well, good luck on your 16-hour shift, bud. Hopefully you're able to make it go by quick.
Welcome to Shanghai, boys. How do you like it so far?
I feel tall.
Your contact is waiting for you up ahead.
I feel tall.
Here and we'll guide you on your first orders. You should get a move on.
Roger, Alice. Thanks.
Oh, and guys,
Yeah?
try not to piss off the locals.
Damn, Tice, it is hot.
No kidding. Let's get this done and we'll go get a beer.
Amen to that.
There's our guy.
You must be the guys. Let's get moving. We've got to get through this quick. Word is, local police will be heading here shortly.
I mean, game doesn't look too bad. Obviously, I think it's only running in 30 frames though, and you can see the anti-aliasing everywhere. I don't have it set to run at a higher resolution right now.
Up and over. I've got your gear stashed up ahead. Duck through the fence and stay close.
Walk into an object, take cover, press L to crouch if necessary. If you need to switch cameras, press R.
Hostiles, take cover. Patrol, cover now. Patrol there. I've got it.
You sure that was necessary?
It's Shanghai. Better safe than sorry. I'm JB. They didn't give me your names.
Salem.
Rios. No shit. I've heard of you two. I spent some time working for that arsehole Dalton at SSC myself.
Small world.
Oh yeah. Smaller all the time. Here's your gear here. All the stuff you asked for. Sorry about the state of it. New equipment is tough to come by around here.
We'll be fine.
Much appreciated.
Right, let's get moving. Time to get paid, and now I think it's about beer o'clock.
Yeah. Let's just get the job done and see what happens.
We've got beacons to place. Check your GPS for directions.
Mine's all good over here.
All set. Let's finish this thing and get the hell out of here.
What are these for, anyway?
Didn't ask. I just do what I'm paid for and keep my head low.
Gotta be some kind of guidance system.
We should take out those alarms before we get too close. Either of you guys think you can make the shot? Now, shoot the alarm and I'll open the gate. Nice. Elevator's just ahead.
Actually runs really smooth.
We're here any minute now.
Hey guys, you're in range now for the mobile weapons unit. I've added some heavier armaments for you. You can call in new gear anytime you're not in combat.
That's pretty cool. You know, I haven't played this in years.
That's better. Also, I just got an extra mission objective, but I want to confirm it before I pass it along. Stand by a sec. I'll be right back at you.
Copy that, Alice.
When did you work for SSC?
Me? I was one of the first. Pretty cherry gig for a while there. Shame it went the way it did. Those masks you're wearing are cutting-edge tech. Built-in tactical guidance interface will give you intel on your targets.
Once an enemy has surrendered, you must choose what to do with them. Press A when nearby to tie them up or open fire. Remember that if you shoot, you may alert other nearby enemies.
Salem,
monkey up here, see if we can get one of those guys alive. Dead men aren't so useful.
Ah, that's no fun.
You two go ahead and scout. I'll wait for the all clear. We've got a few more of these beacons to set up, then we're done.
That's it? Easy goddamn money.
Yeah.
High potential for multiple hostiles up there, though.
Everybody take a knee!
It's pretty cool systems here.
Go to the locations marked on your GPS and wait for my signal. You both need to trigger the beacons at the same time. Ready?
All good.
Affirmative. Activate.
Looks like we've got company. If you don't want to go home in a box, you'll need to use aggro. This is you.
Yes, I always went to Blockbuster growing up.
These guys want you both dead.
I mean,
Shoot at them.
every Friday or Thursday night, I'd be getting video games or movies or something. I mean, that's what everybody did, right?
Aggro meter. Use your heads, and you might even get out of this alive.
I guess we upset those security guards!
No shit! Open fire!
Pour it on!
Copy that. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Get moving. All clear.
Clear. The stories about you are no joke. You're mean bastards, aren't you? Who were those cowboys? They're dead now, doesn't matter. Let's finish this thing and get on our way. Did your contact tell you who the potential threat was? Like I said, as long as I'm cashing checks, I don't ask questions.
I don't know, man. I got a bad feeling about all this shit.
Feelings like that usually mean it's time to get the hell out of Dodge. Let me synchronize the signals, and we call it a day. Get over here.
All right, well, there's a little bit of Army of Two 40th day. Really fun. I'd love to play the Army of Two series sometime on YouTube. What else? Blackgate, Bionic, Body Count. Body Count was the spiritual successor to Black. It did not take off. It was not made by the same studio that did Black, so, but it is the spiritual successor to it. I had a Hollywood Video as well, so I had Hollywood Video and Blockbuster. Hollywood Video I had more later in my teens, whereas Blockbuster was more like from 13 and under. And then we got a Hollywood Video, and that's the one I used pretty much extensively until I joined the military. Let's give Dead Rising off the record a little shot here. It's so cool how we can play these Xbox 360 games on our PC, man. That's just, oh. A lot of people think this is the best Dead Rising game.
I clawed my way out of Willamette. I fought hard to uncover the truth.
I mean, you guys saw that I recently did Dead Rising, the DLC Case Zero, because I was in a really big Dead Rising kind of kick for a while. I get these moments where certain games like kind of really gel with me, and I want to cover whatever I can during those moments. This is not canon. This is like a made-up story here, as if Frank was the one that did Dead Rising 2.
I signed your waiver. You got my next of kin. Are the vultures circling already?
Yeah, sorry, sir. It's just paperwork. They want it from everyone. Would you mind if I got your autograph?
Sure. Sorry about that. It's just, it's been a while.
You've always been a big hero of mine, Mr. West. I was really bummed when your show went off the air. Wow, thanks. So I guess this would be worth quite a bit if anything happened to you out there tonight.
Yeah. I guess so.
Good luck out there.
Maybe this wasn't such a bad idea after all.
TK has a very special surprise for you. He is the original zombie killer himself. The one, the only, Frank West! So, Fortune City, now we in for a show. The rematch of all rematches. Now Frank's gotta kill zombies to earn cash. Bigger the death, bigger the payoff.
Later, have a good one, Jen. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I'll see you Monday.
I do like a good grind.
EB Games essentially is the Canadian, if I'm not mistaken, version of GameStop, right? Something like that.
You gotta be willing to risk it all if you're ever really gonna
win big.
Show us what you got.
Kill zombies, win money. Cool is this? This is like yeah, I don't know if this is copyrighted music or not, unfortunately. It could be. So thanks to Lucas for that big donation.
Shit, good thing you got that belt on. It covers up your fat ass. Climb your ass up on those corner posts and get the grinders going. like this one wants to do things the hard way.
Oh, I don't know if we made it or not, but we were really close. Oh, come on. I was literally only 100 points low. Hey, Ex Machina Gamer, welcome. What's up, bud? Thank you for the member for 14 months on Solid Snake, man. I appreciate it. I remember you were the first one that gave a big donation on the channel, man. Back when we were playing Assassin's Creed 2, I think, or it was either Brotherhood or Assassin's Creed 2. I mean, this is such a classic game, man. It's crazy that we're saying that these are classic games when they still feel like they're games that came out today. Look at how good this looks. You know? Yeah, was it Assassin's Creed 2? I knew it was either 2 or Brotherhood. I just didn't remember which one. Yeah, this still looks pretty good. Yeah, that's how you save, by going to the bathroom. Although, if I remember, there might be a glitch in this game. I don't know. Yeah, I think there's a glitch. See? It doesn't save. Yeah, that's right. So there's a glitch for whatever reason. It won't actually save anything. Not all games run perfectly just yet. Also notice how the game slows down here and you can't hear any sound. So it's like from now on, you won't be able to hear any sound on the cutscenes anymore. It'll sound for like the first 2 seconds and then that's it.
Look, I don't got much time, but you need to be a little more discreet.
Unbelievable.
Sorry, Mr. King. I didn't mean that. You're gonna need this key card to get in, okay? Don't let nobody see that.
What is that?
Soldier for the cause, man. You and me.
Assassin's Creed Revelations is my favorite Assassin's Creed game, but I'm slowly starting to think that it is possible that Mirage might be the best for me. We're gonna find out.
Man, I really like the way that sounds. Look.
Got it.
But there's just another game. Obviously, I know we're just kind of going through some of these. Fear, do you guys remember Fear? Such a good game. Fear 1 and 2 were really good. I think 3 kind of wasn't as good, but Facebreaker. Forzas, we got Gears. Why don't I check out Gears of War Judgment? Thank you guys for getting us to almost 75 likes. I appreciate it. Hopefully when things start picking up on video games releases, we'll get back into streaming on a more constant basis. Now, Gears of War Judgment I actually enjoyed, but it is different than the other Gears games because it's more of a game where you just need to hold points for a while. It's a little different.
Those wretches died. They exploded like they'd been drinking out of a fuel tank. I hoped we wouldn't be seeing them again anytime soon.
Colonel Loomis, this is Lieutenant Baird. Big problem, sir. Our convoy just got destroyed.
Then move on to the Museum of Military Glory. It's under attack.
Sir, whatever destroyed our convoy's still out there.
Noted, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. Come on, Kilo. You heard the man.
I heard him.
They switch weapons. I'm trying to switch. I guess you could only, yeah, that's what makes it so different.
Nice.
It doesn't follow the same D-pad thing. As you can see, it's a little different. It's not the same. Hey Sean, yeah, the Fear series I believe is on Steam. But you've missed the point where it could be at its cheapest because the summer thing is completely over with.
The museum was on the other side of the river, the side the COG no longer controlled. I thought maybe we could slip through unnoticed.
Man, they need to come out with a new Gears game.
Reminds me of my old wine cellar.
Wait a minute. You have a wine cellar?
Hey, look. So this is the UIR sniper rifle.
This isn't a gun. It's a comrade.
These games still feel really good, in my opinion. To 3 stars or something like that.
Everybody get it!
There you go, yeah, so that's Gears Judgment. Launchbox is free to play all games? No, that's not how Launchbox works. So Launchbox is just where you can store all the games that you have. So all these games are on my computer. I have these, okay? Launchbox is a kind of a front end that allows you, Launchbox and Big Box, to put them in a place and have them neat so they open like this, so you can play them like this. That's what Launchbox does. Unfortunately, this game does not work yet. At least I haven't been able to get it to work for me. Prey is such a classic. Although Red Dead Redemption does work. But from what I'm hearing, they're coming out with a remake of Red Dead Redemption. Because if it's just a remaster, that would be kind of... I don't know. I don't know the full story. I haven't looked up too much about it, but I just heard rumors that Rockstar is remaking this game. If they do, that would be amazeballs. You can actually unlock the frame rate in this and get 60 frames, and that would be amazing. I don't know. I think this one's locked at 30. I don't have it. I don't 100% know. I'll leave that on there so you guys can see. We'll skip the cutscene. Yeah, see, it's I don't have it. I don't have the frames unlocked right now, but you can unlock it to get more frames so you can play in 60. This game is fully playable on your computer now, so we've come a long way, and this is the better version to play than the RPCK or RPCS3 version. There's glitches and stuff, obviously, but it is fully playable from start to finish.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
This game is still such a classic.
Alrighty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
Still don't know why these games prefer for you to run with A. Never made sense to me, because you want to be able to move the camera around while you're in the middle of moving around, you know? And you can't do that when you have to press A to sprint.
Whoa there! Whoa!
Yeah, Fear 1 was great. Fear 2 was good too.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is.
But yeah, so as you can see, you can play Red Dead Redemption. I mean, even Undead Nightmare. Silent Hill Downpour runs great. Homecoming as well. Nintendo 64. Wheel of... And, oh, so the win-back was actually originally on the Nintendo 64. Interesting. WWF attitude.
The Rock takes the ride.
No mercy. Man, these classic games here.
Now the pitch.
Yeah, Undead Nightmare was great. Undead Nightmare came out when I was in Afghanistan, and I remember playing that all the time. I even have some Wii U games on here. I don't know if they'd actually work because I haven't set it up on this new computer. Mass Effect 3.
Steve Blake is out there with how?
Let's go.
Let me even see. I don't really honestly know if this is going to work right now or not because I haven't set it up on this new computer, so I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, you got to go through. There's a new upgrade. Unable to. Yeah. Which is fine. Good little upgrade there. There it goes. Boom. Just needed to do the upgrade.
Let's play. Let's go.
I mean, look how smooth they run too. 60 frames. And I just lost my big thing because I don't know what I'm doing on. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. And there you go. Just have a few Wii U games. I got a few. Of these as well.
Finish him.
GameCube, I got a bunch. Another version of Operation Surma.
Mission completed.
Classic. Let's see if that'll play. (2003). I stopped being into Mario when I grew up, to be honest. So when I became a teenager, I don't think I really cared too much for Mario games anymore. I grew past that kind of stage. Can't believe you actually have to... Are we gonna get copyrighted for the Fox Interactive intro music? Oh my god. I don't know if my controller is set up. That's why it's not doing anything. Because I think
radical.
I think you can skip this, but I don't think I've set up my controller on this new one. Yep. Yep, so that's why. My controller's not set up, so I can't skip it, so I might have just copyrighted the video just because I'm an idiot and I don't have it set up. I can't do any of those yet. Sega, got some Sega CD games. Flashback. Oh, the Lawnmower Man.
Turn left.
Monkey Island. Snatcher. This is such a classic game from Hideo Kojima.
Gillian's fine, and you can call me Gillian, Mika.
Okay, Gillian. I'll open the main door and show you around headquarters.
Star Wars Rebel Assault. Dreamcast. Shenmue's classic games. Silent Scope. Ah yes, episode 1 Racer. Upload your high score through the Sega Dreamcast network. Star Lancer. This is a good one. This is the Suspiria. I guess after this was Star Lancer first, and then Freelancer came out, which was a great space game. Virtual Cap. Game Gear, Genesis, Sega Saturn, and we're back again. So yeah, there you go, ladies and gents. We did some classic games, just a few or whatever, and we're gonna try to bring this back. Maybe we'll ask what classic retro games that we can play, and then maybe we'll spend a whole session like we did when we did the James Bond Everything or Nothing game. And then you remember we also did James Bond's From Russia with Love. Maybe we'll set up some streams to where we finish some old classic games on retro streams. But I like to bring Retro Saturdays back because it's just fun playing kind of older games for all of you guys. And I know we don't get a lot of people in here, but that's just the nature of the beast. I got to stream more to get more people. And I've been too busy focusing on trying to make money by DoorDashing and stuff. So hopefully when some new games come out, we'll get the channel back to where it needs to be so we can keep going. But other than that, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed some retro classic stuff, playing some older games and whatnot. I'm going to work hard now on getting some more GTA 5 videos and Rainbow Six Vegas, hopefully out by tomorrow. So love you all. Take care of yourselves. Have a great Saturday. Thank you so much to Lucas for the donation. Thank you to Christian for the donation. Really means a lot. And thank you for those of you that have remembered up for the next month. So love you all. Take care of yourselves. Have a great Saturday. Spend some time with family, with loved ones, and otherwise join our Discord and chat in there and just have fun playing video games. Love you all. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Peace.